St James's Hospital, inner city, Dublin. One of the country's biggest and busiest hospitals.
You did really well.
Big breath in, please.
Over 400,000 patients are treated here every year for a huge range of illnesses.
I was diagnosed with HIV. I thought I was going to die of AIDS.
Here, life and death are daily realities.
Oh God.
Pressure is pretty low.
You bring your A game.
Security to Alan's bay doors, please.
From the front line to the back office, hard decisions have to be made.
The hospital is full. There just physically isn't anywhere to put these patients.
And the pressure is always, always on.
It's a national emergency.
Courier Jan Schmidt arrives at Dublin Airport. He's delivering a potentially life-saving package from an anonymous donor to St James's Hospital.
I'm not allowed to say where I come from because, of course, the patient and the donor, they don't know each other, and the law said they won't meet each other, never.
It's down by the labs, is it?
The package contains stem cells that will be transfused into cancer patient Mary Mooney. The stem cells are her only chance of surviving.
Today is a good day for me. I don't even hardly probably look that sick today. But the last few weeks, I've been just flat out, just dead to the world. And there are risks, but worth taking, I think. Anything you do other than stem cell for what I have is only palliative. It's never going to cure your disease. You'll always have it, and you'll eventually die from it.
What happens in a lymphoma is the cancer evades the immune system. So the idea is, well, if you give them somebody else's immune system, can you re-establish that control?
You know, some people, their siblings are matches. So none of mine were. So that was a huge disappointment. So then when Liz came back and said that she found the donor, it was like, yay, we're going to get better.
We give treatment that gets rid of the marrow and the immune system because we can't divide them up. And then we replace them with somebody else's marrow and immune system. And that will finally eradicate the lymphoma.
And then finally today is the day when the cells arrive.
Okay, take your time.
Thank you.
How are you this morning, are we? Nor is one of the pleasant ones. Harry.
Thanks very much. Thank me every day.
And some people, you strike it off them straight away, you know. They're not all as friendly as Nora.
5 months ago, Longford man Brendan O'Byrne had blood flow complications that required his right leg to be amputated. He's been in hospital ever since.
Yes, the drag's all right, but the days will pass, so. There is times that you're lonely, absolutely. I'm lonely for my family. Very lonely for my family. Read for a bit. I'm missing the conversation with my wife. I'm missing all my grandchildren. Oh my God, oh, I miss them terribly, terribly. And I'd love to be home, but eventually that day will come. And we will, I'll get home, don't worry.
Brendan is nearly well enough to go home, but requires a home care package to be in place. Without it, he can't leave the hospital. Bed manager and discharge coordinator Sinead McTague is managing his case.
We have a 79-year-old gentleman in 153 days, originally came in with a critically ischemic leg, which he ended up having an amputation for. His main issue for being with us was basically his discharge planning. We were back to basics. Okay.
We have a lot of patients, when they are finished their acute medical or surgical phase, are for various reasons not ready to go home yet. They need input from a multidisciplinary team. And basically we plan their discharge.
that can take weeks. In some cases, it can take months. We were hoping against hope to get the poor man home for Easter, considering he missed Christmas and he's in so long. To try and set a goal for him.
Yep.
Claim for the home care package, but because it's over 15 hours in that area, now we have to apply for an intensive home care package.
Okay.
So they're sending me some more forms.
Any indication of whether this is a realistic expectation?
I kind of mentioned possible discharge in the next week or the week after.
Yeah.
It was very positive feedback.
Okay. Any grown-up children close by? Given he's a countryman? No other supports, just the wife? Yeah. Okay. It's kind of beyond our control?
Yeah.
It'd be lovely if we could have him down for Easter. It just would be lovely, I know, but we'll try our best.
No.
No.
Brendan's wife Bridie has been busy preparing their home for Brendan's return.
Eventually we'll have to build a new house.
Oh gosh, no.
I'm only joking.
God, that would be... No,
Oh, yeah.
There's where your toilet is going to be. No.
Oh, there's the
shower.
yeah.
That's where the wash basin is going to be. Because definitely Monday or Tuesday this will be finished.
Oh, good. Then I can be home. Thanks for the God.
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope, Brendan. My God, it's gone on far too long.
Can I get attendance, Teresa, security to ambulance doors? Can I get a reg, Teresa, please?
My shift was from 7:30 this morning to 9 o'clock tonight. So that would be our usual day shift. It's challenging, tiring, going home, sleeping, and coming back to do it again tomorrow.
78-year-old Dubliner Tony Murray has skin cancer on his nose. Today he is in St James's to have the growth removed using Mohs micrographic surgery.
Well, the mark has been on my nose for about 9 months.
But it is hard to get him to go and get things seen to. But this time I did give him a big push.
Hello, how are you? How are you? Good morning, how are you? Good.
I hope it doesn't spoil my good luck, so that's...
And he's a nice little nose.
And that's after 50 years.
Consultant dermatologist Rupert Barry is concerned that the cancer may have spread beyond the mark on Tony's nose.
There's this area here which I'm just a little bit suspicious of as well. We'll take a sample of that as well.
Okay.
We look at those under the microscope, check if it's all out.
Sure.
If it's all out, that's fine. If it's not all out, you need to go back and take some more for you. Yeah, please, yeah. So there'd be... Now, I'm just going to draw on you for a minute, okay? So I'm just going to outline what I can see with kind of my naked eye. And what we do then is we kind of take that out and then check it's all gone, is there any remnants, okay?
Yeah.
So we're already going to remove quite a significant amount of the skin covering of the nose. So here we see the skin cancer. This is quite a typical basal cell carcinoma. So the key thing is to get under this layer and to keep it intact. So this is the Mohs layer. Then this is the underlying kind of structure of the nose. I am a bit suspicious here. I suspect that this is going to join up with here. We'll see what the lab shows. Hiya, Mary. Good, thank you.
If Tony's cancer has spread, further surgery may be required to remove more of his nose, requiring a bigger repair job.
Quite obvious basal cell carcinoma here, with these little strands of tumour then as well.
Mary Mooney has a rare type of blood cancer called mycosis fungoides. Today she's having a stem cell transplant, which she hopes will save her life.
Thank you. See you later. We get lots of smart comments about the box. We're often asked where the picnic is, what's in the box, have we sandwiches?
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
Your cells are here.
Is this my
The cells are here, yeah.
Want me to get you anything out before we start?
No, thanks, yeah. Big glass of wine.
Exactly.
So is it just one?
It's 2 bags, maybe.
2 bags?
Yeah.
And that's it? That's all that came?
That's all, yeah. It's been done over 2 days.
Okay.
So 1 bag is from the first day and the second bag is from the second day.
We have enough.
Yeah.
I was very anxious this morning. I think
About,
just thinking about the cells and
the cells.
everything.
I'll be here throughout.
Yeah.
And if you feel anything strange, like meaning anything
Don't you
abnormal,
worry.
you can tell me.
I have my bell.
Yeah.
This is the next step. Yeah. And this is going to build me a new immune system.
Yes. This is the actual bag which was taken on the first day. Wow. So I'm going to start this bag first, okay?
So this just goes into my bloodstream?
Yes.
And then it goes into my bone marrow?
Yes.
So is that it?
Yeah.
Can I just wait for that to
finish?
Yeah.
It should finish within an hour.
Great.
So, okay.
I thought you'd be in an operating theatre and you'd be asleep, you know. I don't know what I thought. But I never thought it would be like this. I'd love to meet the donor, but to say thank you, but they never tell you who it is or where they come from.
No.
You made it. Ah, you look gorgeous. Yeah, I'm getting myself.
As the stem cell transfusion continues, Mary's daughter Lara comes to spend some time with her.
Yeah, yeah, very happy. Will you be? Yeah. Dripping away, making a new immune system. Oh my God! Happy Mother's Day, Nana Moo. My grandchildren call me Nana Moo because my name is Mooney. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Hello. Hiya. Yeah. Yeah, the 2 bags are gone in. So fast. Yeah.
I feel like we should have
a celebration.
A bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
You know? I'll have a glass for you tonight.
Will you?
Yeah.
Good girl.
I will.
I have to write that in the diary.
Mary now faces an anxious time as she waits to see if the stem cells take and if the treatment is successful. She's also likely to experience some very unpleasant side effects.
It's just overwhelming just to see it there and see it going into her. I think as well, the previous 2 or 3 days, it was the chemo. That's kind of like poison going into her body. So that was really difficult to watch. But now today, it was like the good stuff going in. So, yeah, it was just a very special day.
Salmon. Do you feel your heart going fast now?
No. Feel absolutely nothing.
You just don't feel right?
I feel fine now.
Do you?
I could get up and walk around here, but they won't let me.
St James's Hospital plays a leading role in the battle against HIV in Ireland. Attending the clinic today is 27-year-old Robbie Lawler, who has lived with HIV for 6 years now.
Robbie,
Hi, how are you doing?
Good to see you.
Great to see you.
You're on 6-month appointments, I presume, aren't you, at this stage?
Yeah, thankfully.
Okay.
Twice a year.
Let me just open up your file here. Give me 1 sec. You have a boyfriend at the moment, right?
Yes.
So in terms of casual partners as well, do you need an STI screen today?
No.
No? Okay.
Not that I know of anyways.
No casuals?
No casuals.
Okay. The 2 main things to talk about are your CD4 and your viral load. Your CD4 count is 656, so obviously anything over 500, as you know, is completely healthy. So you no problem fighting infection.
See you in 6 months.
See you in 6
all
months.
right.
Myself.
Bye-bye.
Good to see you. Bye.
Every day, Robbie takes a triple therapy drug. This 3 drugs in 1 tablet reduces the levels of HIV in his body to undetectable levels.
So I was born in '91, and I didn't see any of the AIDS campaigning. I didn't know anything of AIDS. And when I was diagnosed with HIV, I thought I was going to die of AIDS, even though I knew nothing about it. Now, we have this. We have no side effects. It's 1 pill a day. Hello. Well, how are you? Good, how are you doing? Not too bad.
Robbie lives with his boyfriend Morris, who doesn't have HIV. They've been taking part in a St James's study, which tests risk of transmission from one partner with undetectable HIV to another free of HIV.
And Maurice wanted to be part of the study and I didn't. Because the last thing you want to do is to give HIV to someone you love. Like, you know you can live with it, but you don't want to give someone a chronic illness. Do you know it's the last thing anyone would want to do? So I was really, no. But Maurice was like, let's go for it. You know, this is a monumental study, why not? And now we know that if you're undetectable, you cannot pass on HIV. Me and Maurice don't use condoms in a relationship and he's HIV negative. He's going to remain that way. I take my medication every day.
Yeah, we're just like a regular couple now. That's like whatever tiny little smidgen of whatever was there at any different point, you know, any little reservation or... It's all gone, you know, it's not part of our reality anymore.
Like in the 80s and 90s, people were dying, and now we've gotten to a point where it is 1 tablet a day, and we can live as long as anyone else, and we're non-infectious. We've gotten to that point. Will there be a cure? I say so. Will it be an expensive cure? I say so. We might have a cure, but will everyone have access to it? I'm not sure. What I wish there was a cure for was how people perceive people living with HIV. We have it managed, we have it controlled. What we want now is to live normal, happy lives.
The menus have all changed. Like there's a lot of selection. Like there's 17 selections, vegetarian and everything. 365 Christmas, the whole lot. Unfortunately, they still have to be fed at Christmas.
Tony Murray has skin cancer on his nose called basal cell carcinoma. He's hoping that the cancer hasn't spread. If it has, he'll need a bigger portion of his nose to be cut away, making the repair more extensive.
It's just, you know, this small little bit here? Yeah. So that, as I thought it might be, that is still there's some skin cancer there. I think it probably is connected up. So we need to just take that out for you.
Dermatologist Rupert Barry will take a flap of skin and muscle tissue from Tony's forehead to build a new nose.
Okay. And this is more or less how it'll actually be designed.
You take this bit off.
So that comes up and swings around and down.
It's the repair job that will determine how I look afterwards. And as it's on my nose, it's on a very prominent place on your face. Okay, here goes. I hope you got your measurements right.
Well, as we say, measure and measure, keep measure again before you cut. So this is what we call an avascular plane.
Sounds like getting a haircut.
Yes, yeah. And a few little extras. See, this is starting to turn. And this is all muscle. And muscle has a very good blood supply. And so that's what all this flap is based on.
The flap of skin and muscle must stay connected to Tony's forehead for the next 3 to 4 weeks, in the hope that the blood supply will keep the reconstruction alive.
The flap is now sewn in place.
Terrific, thanks very much.
Do you want to have a look at it now?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh boy.
Go, yeah.
Okay. Frankenstein, all right, yeah. That should be good for a bit of sympathy anyway. Yeah.
Oh, that'll definitely get you out of the milk housework for a good while.
It was probably tougher than I expected. I knew the repair job would be a lot more difficult than the actual operation.
I was quite shocked. I thought it looked awful. I didn't expect it to look that bad.
So basically there's 128 suits fit in this machine. And they're from sizes extra small to 3XL. All shapes and sizes. Yeah.
Amputee Brendan O'Byrne is anxious to leave the hospital, but a suitable home care package has yet to be approved. As he waits, he continues to prepare for life at home.
Friday, do you want to practice the transfers?
Yeah.
Just for you to be familiar with it again?
But they will just put me as near as you can, parallel to this.
To the bed.
To the bed, to where I went to sleep.
Yes.
Now, the next thing is we take this off for him. It's great giving you orders, Friday, for the first time in my life.
You reckon this will continue?
Yeah, so flat onto board. So you're moving the hands all along. Now, sometimes...
Brendan himself is quite a headstrong man. He's been in St James's 6 months. It's perfectly understandable. And he's adamant that he wants to get home on Good Friday. He feels it's a holy and lucky day for him, and we are doing our best to try and make that happen.
It's half a car. Right.
It's like myself, only half.
So do what you do. Do you want me to open the door?
I'll see, can I open the door?
Yep. That's it. Once he gets back out to the community, he'll have the practicalities of accessing shops, getting into restaurants and stuff, and like other adjustments will have to be made on discharge that he may have not planned for now. We'd be kind of hoping that we'd be able to get the home care package in place prior to going home, just to give his family the support. Hopefully that will be in place for discharge on Good Friday. That's it. Use the leg. That's it. This is where the fun begins. It's good.
Here we are.
We just want to make sure you're up to scratch for when you're heading away, like.
Don't worry, I'll be up to scratch.
I said I'd do a cake sale at work just for kind of convenience, and going around asking people for money for a sponsorship card. It's nice that you can kind of get something, and you want the brownie. You've been looking at that one.
I know,
Serious snow blizzards are forecast for the next 2 days. Hospital management has called a multi-team meeting to plan for the storms ahead.
Yeah. Just as a matter of update, there's no change in the status orange. There's still that expectation that the status will change to red. The demand on the system is going to put pressure on staffing.
As soon as we go to red, I think, I'm presuming we will at this point, we have to hope for the best and plan for the worst.
The snowstorms have hit. Chief Operations Officer Anne Dalton chairs the multi-team meeting to plan for the staffing, catering and clinical problems that are going to arise.
It's snowing out there. That's the most important thing. But no, there was a red alert issued from 5 o'clock this morning, and that is in place until 12 noon tomorrow. So, the state of play in the hospital today, elective has been cancelled, and we have on hold any cancer surgeries. Anyone from pharmacy?
The wholesalers have all shut down
Right.
with no notice, so we were expecting orders in today. We have no access to any new supplies at the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
And contingency around that?
They normally have contingency and emergency numbers, but there is nobody available.
Okay.
If I've had one major concern as of this morning is if staff did start to leave the site of their own accord and we didn't have the staff numbers to feed patients.
We'd encourage, the other thing is encourage staff to turn on because we will find things for people to do. It's not that we're not shutting down, so if people can come safely to work, then we should encourage them to come to work.
As all public transport is cancelled, Assistant Director of Nursing Siobhan Donnelly works to get critical staff into the hospital.
The army. And did say to give the names here. And said to give the names here. Okay, all right, okay, she needs to I be have corrected. one. What time is she due in it?
They're going to try and coordinate. The army said they would help maybe to bring a number of essential staff in tonight.
Call out her name. Right, yeah. So all of these need beds?
All need beds tonight.
All need beds tonight.
I'm just going to go over to the central office and register people who need accommodation tonight. So anyone basically that's working today will need to stay tonight. See, there's one space here and I think they're going to actually look at setting up. Is this your bed for the night, are they?
Not for me.
Not for you.
No, the night guys will be in shortly.
The emergency department is primed to receive an increased number of slips and falls. With a national warning to stay indoors from 4 p.m, doctors want to get low-risk patients out before the deadline, which will free up limited staff to work elsewhere.
To get you, if it's dislocation or fracture, we'll do our best to get you out before the heavy snow starts, so we'll get you home safely.
So you have broken bones of the lower part of your leg, and it's displaced. We need to put it in place now and put a cast on.
Pushing my son on the sleigh as you do on a day like this. We don't get them that often. Going too fast, obviously. He's grand. He's perfect. He's still playing.
Bad news. I've got to have an operation. They're going to sedate me now. They've got to put the bone back in place. It can only happen to me, innit?
Well, looks good. So I don't see either a crack or a dislocation on the X-ray. Beautiful. So next plan of action is we'll try and get this jumper off. We'll have a look at your shoulder again. Get the.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Still quite sore, aren't you?
Oh, fucking hell. Pardon me, French.
You're all right. And out the back out here.
Up there, yeah.
There, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, it's going to be a case of sling and anti-inflammatories and painkillers and probably physiotherapy down the road.
2 or 3 days, at least.
I should have stayed in. Never mind.
Home, put my feet up, have something to eat, and watch the snow from inside my house.
As the storm progresses, some 1,000 patients are in the hospital. While the Army is working to bring in critical clinical staff, other areas of the hospital are challenged.
We're really struggling for catering staff. I mean, what's going to actually happen this evening is any available facility staff will be doing patient teas this evening. Managers, staff, whoever is available to assist, that's how bad it is. We're just going to have to go what we have. That's as much as I can say. Yeah.
Because I've got a list of staff that we're looking to be taken home this evening. They will not be there will be nothing enough. It'll be after 9 o'clock.
Yeah. No, they've sent that over, they've requested it, but the message went out that, after 4 o'clock. So
and this, just to be clear, this isn't our decision, this is a national emergency, and after 4 o'clock nobody is supposed to be on the roads.
There's a number of us going to stay tonight. The call staff are staying and I'm staying. Perfusionist is staying. We can stay in the theatre. We can stay in.
I'll talk to you about that after, if that's okay. Just,
yeah. All right. Okay.
I'm just trying not to allocate bed space because I just need to make sure we don't put 2 people into the one bed. All right. Because that is not allowed. Okay? That might be fine.
Yeah, put 12 of them on that trolley that I got there.
Look like army.
The army.
The army.
The army.
You can smell him.
Yeah.
The army.
Yeah. We're gonna go camping now?
We're going camping now, yeah. The army dropped them in earlier today, and we've been asked to bring 12 of them over now to the lab for lab staff to stay overnight.
And this kind of stuff really
shows how good we can be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When you all come together, the kind
This is where security can shine.
That's it. Oh shit, no, wrong one. Sorry, then one more.
Paul has got a fracture of his ankle, so he's broken his fibula here and his tibia across his medial malleolus here, and also his ankle's dislocated, so his foot has moved a little bit out to the side. So what we need to do basically is to pull this bone down, move it in this way, and then get a cast onto him. It's just a few slow, deep breaths now. So take a few nice, big, deep breaths for me. Paul, it's all right. You're in hospital, so we're just going to fix that ankle for you now. Just take nice, slow breaths for me. You're doing brilliant. Paul, you're doing great.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Just relax, just chill 2 seconds. Now, just take it nice and easy for me. That's it. Just a few nice, slow, deep breaths. You're doing great.
We had 1,000 patients to feed, between the 12 of us. We fed here, we probably fed at least 400 staff. So we certainly got our steps up today, you know.
A long time in plaster and crutches, man. I don't like the snow. I used to love the snow. I don't like it anymore.
St James's is now in lockdown. Staff are unable to go home and over 120 of them will sleep in makeshift beds and trolleys in the hospital tonight.
So it's now 11:30. I've been at work, I suppose, since 8 o'clock this morning, so it's now time for me to get a little bit of sleep in case of we don't obviously know what's going to happen overnight or what's going to happen in the morning. So this is my abode for the evening. So what I'm going to do is just get changed and hopefully get a few hours sleep. Right night, all the best.
It's 7:30 a.m. on the second day of the storm. Management reconvened to make contingency plans for the day.
I sleep. Yeah. I slept for about 3 hours. Yeah. A good solid 3 hours, I would think.
I've already spoken to Paul. There are a number of additional sick calls or weather calls this morning. It's going to be worse today for the staffing, no doubt. The other thing then is trying to reconvene and getting groups together for the breakfast.
Staffing obviously is going to be an issue for us today. We haven't, there's been quite a number of calls, staff still trying to get in.
It's not just staff that can't get into the hospital. Catering deliveries are also impossible.
Well, up till last Wednesday, you couldn't even see the walls in here. This is what it's like now. We had stuff piled up to the ceilings, and as you see now, the food is nearly all gone. There's basically nothing really left now. There you go. It's no food. If you want to have a look in the cold room, it's empty. Now all we basically have left is sauces. You know, gravy and soup and things like that. We have a little bit of food, but like that, we've stacked all the trolleys up for tomorrow. So we have enough food and all then to cover tomorrow. That's it, Dan.
Relief staff are calling to say they can't get into the hospital.
There's no one in hospital 4, there's no one in hospital 5.
And what about Burns?
No, there's no one in Burns all day.
Okay, well then I'll go down there, so hopefully we'll get
The catering department has been hit the worst, and it's all hands on deck. Chief Executive Lorcan Berthistle helps to deliver breakfasts.
He's not going to know anything. Do you want the trays, Lorcan, to give out the trays for you?
I'm in the middle of that. Yeah, you can go halfway down. You can do it.
Yeah. This is Anne-Marie.
You have your weight around your shoulder. I think we have everything. Are you ready?
I'm not getting the blame.
No, you are not. Porridge or coffee?
Which bread would you like, brown or white? 1 or 2 slices.
See you in a while, baby.
Want your jacket? Yeah, it'd be nice. I have to try and look at the CEO every now and again.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
You too. We'll see each other where we're at. Michelle, sure I might be back. Michelle.
I'll see you for lunch.
Okay. Porridge. That wasn't my fault, that was Michelle's.
No, you get 2 bowls. He likes me porridge, you get 2 bowls.
I'll see you.
I didn't know who he was, but he's a CEO, so now I know who he looks at. Doesn't say anything about anyone, isn't it? I thought he was from RT or something like that. The silver fox.
Over the next 24 hours, the hospital continues to manage with a skeleton staff. As the storm eases, food deliveries can finally get through.
This is BWG, the order that we were waiting on to come in. So that's coming in for us. So thank God. We won't be run off our feet tomorrow with double order.
Oh, tough, very tough. Who's driving that?
Well, it's a bit of a responsibility. Someone's lying in the hospital bed, but they're waiting for their... 30-odd ward, 32 wards. Some of them have 30-odd patients, some of them have 20.
He couldn't have timed it better. No, well, I was off Thursday and Friday I should have been off as well. but I came in. I was sitting at home and I just felt guilty. I swear to God I couldn't. So I came in on Friday, Saturday and then today. If this hadn't have came in today, we would have been struggling, we would have been chasing our tail tomorrow really, you know. Another potato salad, is it, Sam?
We spent about an hour now trying to just turn around the beds. There was over 120 staff stayed here last night, so that was all very helpful, and I think staff have to be acknowledged for that. They've been very resilient over the last few days.
Potato salad, melon and roast chicken. We can't feed everybody else and not feed ourselves. And as my mother used to tell me, an empty bag doesn't stand by itself.
Well, that's it then. See you
All right.
later.
Cheers.
It's 3 weeks since Mary Mooney had her stem cell transplant. The side effects have been debilitating and she remains in isolation. Daughter Lara has come to visit.
You haven't heard from Mary herself just because she got the mucositis really badly in her mouth, which means she wasn't able to talk and she was in a lot of pain and her lip swelled up and her tongue swelled up. It's definitely like hopefully worth it, but it hasn't been an easy journey for her. She's really suffered. And we're dying to see her back up on her feet. Little things, even being able to swallow water now would be a big thing.
What kind of a person do you have to be to work here?
Thick-skinned.
No, apart from that.
Very thick-skinned.
And why are you here this long?
Because I have an elephant hide.
Skin cancer patient Tony Murray returns to hospital for what he hopes is the final step to rebuild his nose.
I'm anxious to get it done now so I can start leading a more normal life again.
So I'm going to do just, Miss Murray, just going to, as I say, inject inside the mouth. Okay. Excellent addition to the team. Sting 1, 2, 3.
Consultant dermatologist Rupert Barry will first make sure that the skin and muscle taken from Tony's forehead is healthy before cutting the flap to form a new nose.
Okay, so we're going to divide the pedicle now, all right? Okay, so the pedicle flap has been divided. So it's now about dealing with the two ends. Everything's going fine.
Okay, that's good.
So I'm going to come from here, right? It'll probably come to about here. Sits in better. Mark that up. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Resembles more of a nose now, Tony. That's it, Tony. Okay, good man.
Brilliant. Thanks very much indeed.
Well done. Do you want to have a look at this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're looking good, Tony.
Okay. Good man.
Do I try on my glasses there?
Where is it?
I can wear them, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what you look like.
Sorry. Maybe you better take them off.
So that's...
On an average day, you're doing about 18,000 to 20,000 steps. You're doing nearly 12, 13 miles a day. You say you don't feel it, but you do feel it. Believe me, you do.
Stem cell transplant patient Mary Mooney has been very ill since getting her transfusion. Today, she's a little brighter.
Hello, Mary. Sorry for the prolonged absence. I said I'd be here 2 weeks ago, didn't I? And I'm not. So, how are things? I mean, I've kind of heard the obviously what's been going on.
wasn't
lucky with the mouth.
Yeah, and when did the mouth get sore compared to
It
age?
started quite early on, and then I was counting down the days.
Yeah.
I was right there, day 7. I'll give it 2 more days. And then it just turned into the herpes.
Yeah.
It's just all on my tongue
Yeah.
now, and it's just,
So sore.
yeah.
Okay, and
So it's impossible to eat and impossible to talk too much.
and is that just on your lip or is it in your mouth as well?
In my mouth. It was really bad
Yeah.
in my throat. I don't know, I think that was the mucositis.
Yes, that's
So when
right.
that went, that
Yeah.
was a really big thing. That was great.
Yeah.
I think I'm over the hump, the major hump.
Yes,
So
yeah,
if that's
yeah.
the last
Yes.
thing, well then it's really positive.
Yes, good. Okay, let's have a go. Oh yeah, now I can see what you're talking about. Yeah. So I mean, in terms of the transplant, you've had, I think, the upper end of the roughness of transplantation. You know, this hasn't been an easy one, but I mean, you're looking remarkably well.
Yeah, just have to get on with it. I mean, I know my lips look bad, but that's better.
That's healing.
That's better.
Yeah, that's why they look so awful, is because they're healing.
That's
yeah.
not even bad looking.
Okay.
That's good.
So I'm told. Yeah. So it's great to see you all beautifully dressed up, which is always a good sign from our point of view. In terms of where you are from the transplant point of view, your counts are working very well. And now we're having to deal with the other kind of group of problems, this fact that your immune system hasn't recovered and will not recover for a while. So we've got to kind of deal with all these viruses as they come along.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll be a different person again.
Okay, well done, Mary. Thanks.
See
Thank
you
you.
soon.
Thank you.
So no heavy lifting or no pushing and pulling, anything heavy?
No washing down, no wind.
No ironing, no cutlery, no nothing, none of the housework.
He usually does the hoovering.
Hoovering isn't too bad, but no.
No, you're allowed to do the hoovering.
Yeah.
Amputee Brendan O'Byrne is waiting to be discharged. In hospital for over 6 months now, he can't be released until a suitable home care package is in place. Social worker Jennifer Lade comes to update him.
Hi, how are you?
No.
It's me again.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Jennifer, yes.
So I just wanted to talk to you about your home care package. The good news is we have it all organised.
That's great.
That you can get home for Easter.
Oh, yes.
So that's the good news.
Friday.
Good Friday, exactly.
That's it, yes.
And then take in the Easter weekend.
Of course.
I hope it goes all the best for you if I don't see you again before you go home.
Well, hopefully we will.
Yes, hopefully we will.
See you, so.
Lovely. Okay, Brendan.
Take care of yourself.
You do too.
Whom, James, and don't spare the horses.
Can you come forward a little bit?
I can, yeah. I don't want to lose my arm.
Do you want to get some morphine ready and one of us will give it then?
No problem.
I will just give her once only. That's grand. Talking to myself.
Mary Mooney has been in isolation for 6 weeks now. As her immune system was being rebuilt, she suffered a range of debilitating side effects and has been confined to her isolation room. Today, the hospital is allowing her home for a short time.
Today is the day I get to go home for a few hours for the first time in like just over 6 weeks. I'm into my 7th week. Yeah, it'll do me good. It's like Christmas. It is. I feel like it's Christmas and I'm getting out of jail or, you know. Yeah, it's mind-boggling, actually. It's mind-boggling. But I did it. Thank God. I did it. At least that part is over now. She's free.
Yes, she is.
know it's nice, isn't it? See you later.